Okay, on this next episode, we're gonna be putting the valve covers on and probably the fuel rail. So, before I already got the gaskets on for the new gasket on the valve cover. Note, I did put a dab of RTB in here in this corner, and then a dab right here in this corner, and then I pressed in the gasket to where it's flat. You press it in until it seats flat, and then you can put it on. Before this actually goes on, but I want to tell you there's a groove right here and over here to do RTB as well. That's for the other side of the gasket to seal in here, since there's a different component here and there's a seam, but it has a gasket. Keep in mind that. So if you want some extra sealant, put it in that little groove, that B groove, and then you should be good. So let's do that now. Put some sealant in here, just a dab across there. Okay, a little dab will do you. How many times have you heard that when you were a kid in the art class? Little goes a long way. Tell how much I'm getting in there. Okay. All right. Now we can just set this in here. Make sure I got that. Yep. Okay. And just start threading them by hand. Ooh, that one's gonna be tough to get to. Maybe. These are gonna get torqued to 89 inch-pounds. Okay. Okay. And just very slowly run them in. Okay. All right. Now this one right here. This one's trying to need an extension. I think for wobbly, I don't have a wobbly. Dang it. Get a shorter extension. Okay, let's go with shorter extension. Yeah, that should do it. Am I on? Maybe. Let's try with this. Oh, because that stud there. We could. Can't see. Okay, I can probably take this stud off. That 7/32. No. See if I've got one small enough here. It's a 3/16. No, that's too small. 5/32. Way too small. Try a quarter. That's too big. Maybe I was on the right path with the 7/32. Ooh, there's a small one in here yet. 7. Here's a shorter one. There, yeah. Okay. Let's take this stud off. Then we can get to that. These are the studs for the coil. That's what that sits on. Okay, now we can feel this. Well, the struggle is real. I even get it in the hole? I'm pretty sure I did. Yeah, it's tightening up. If only I could see. Okay. I think I'm getting on it. There we go. Takes a little bit of finesse. Okay, 89 inch-pounds coming in. 89. Okay. Guess I don't need that yet then. It still has a little ways to go before tight. Okay. And it's compressing the gasket. So you get no oil leaks, which is what we want. Okay, now we'll switch. Still on 89. Let's do this one. Okay. All right. All right. Okay. That's on there. I'll do the front just like the back. I'll re-put the stud back on, and then we'll get to the fuel rail. I still got to put on the alternator and stuff over here, and you know, we'll keep working on getting this buttoned up. We'll get the top side buttoned up, and then we can lay the harness over and start connecting. And then the final equation to this problem you'll see in a future video. Stay tuned. Okay, next step, fuel rail. I took the 2 bolts out, and here it is, the fuel rail. Before you go and reinsert this, this is what I did, was I barely wet my thumb and my pointy finger with oil, and I rubbed them, and I went around the O-rings on the injectors so they will seat easier. Okay, I'll just come in here and lay them in. Getting around the fuel line obstacle. Now the key is you want to push these all in together. Okay, make sure they go above the holes. Okay, get them all lined up in the holes. and just wiggle them in nice and easy like. This one's having some kind of trouble. The bores have been cleaned with a brush, so we get a little bit of a hammer. There it goes. Okay, just give them light taps and seat them. Make sure they seat all the way down. Okay, it looks like we're bottomed on. We're bottomed on the on the mounting holes. Okay. Those screws in. These are 89 inch-pounds. There's our pressure relief right here, valve, and then this is where we'll connect the line to the rail. This piece right here. So we'll get these down to 89 inch-pounds, connect the fuel. We'll hear the snap. And it's a 10 mil. Okay. We'll go for 89 inch-pounds. May have to get an extension. So we can have some lift. Okay. There we go. It's not much. So just like that. It's sort of nerve-wracking, but not really. But yeah. Okay, fuel rail's in. Let's connect the fuel. Okay. Oop. I wasn't supposed to do that. Let's go get that clip. I do have a keeper clip for that. It's something like this. It's just a clip that goes up in there. And then it holds the fuel thing on. See? Oh, god dang it. I heard that hit the floor. It's gonna hold the line to the fuel rail. So, oh, seriously. That's twice. Oh my god. Ugh. All right, third time's a charm. Which road did I have? Yeah, it should snap down on there. Let's see. Did it snap in there? No. The tens are all in there. Whoa, don't want to shake it too much. Okay. Oh no. Well, you get the idea. I'm gonna work on this. I gotta get it to snap on. Then we'll do the gaskets, upper manifold gasket, and we'll put those on. Yep, that's the one. This is the connector to go right down in here. That snapped on. Okay. I'm gonna get some tape and tape that up. So I think that's one of these goes to the O2. I think it's this one. Maybe. I got one of these connectors for the O2. So let me do a little bit of finessing on this to get it to snap on. Then we'll get this upper on. Stay tuned. All right. I got my alternator on right over here. The tensioner down here. All the pulleys, just so I can put the top intake on. Now I've got the gaskets. We're gonna put these on with the locating plastic push-ins. These have these white push-ins right here and right here. So you just have to line it up. This looks like this one goes back here. Let me pop this back off real quick. Put this up over here. Okay. Because this connects up into here where the oh, I think it's like an EVAP solenoid. What that is. Now the next one goes in there like this. Push it in. Okay, make sure all your holes are open. They got the gasket around them. Okay. And I got this fuel on. I used a pair of adjustable jaw pliers they clamped down on it and it snapped in, and I got my retainer pin in. So you can see I barely scratched this. I had barely scratched it. I got here on the end, and I got here right on this little bracket thing right here, and I clamped it shut. So just use your noodle when you're doing stuff kind of like that. So she's in there. Now for this upper intake, you get no, it takes no silicone sealant or anything. It's just the gasket because it's mostly air. Then your 4 long bolts. Okay. It'll start right there. Okay. Locate your threads. Okay. If you have to move this in any direction, you got to lift up first. Otherwise, you're going to crimp or fold over your gasket. Okay. A word to the wise. Those are going in nicely. We're starting. Okay. Here is 2 studs. One's got a bigger stud, one's got a smaller stud. I can't remember which side which one goes on. Let's look at our thingamabob over here, our coil, ignition coil. Oh, I don't think it matters. I don't remember. Let's do the small one on the left. And the big on the right. Move your fuel line out of the way. Because these are the mounting brackets for your ignition coil also. Your ignition coil with all the wires, spark plug wires, is going to set your back mounts will be back here on the studs, and then your front mounts will be up here. And then this thing can plug in here. See? Getting closer. I will tighten these down. I think it's 89 inch-pounds also. These are 13 mil, 14. Here's a 13. Bam, first try. There's a certain pattern that you go in. Just start in the middle, and then you go middle, middle, outside, 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 outside. Either way works. Okay. I need a extension. There, here, here. Start from the middle and work out. Okay. Now we'll torque them. No, it's 18 foot-pounds. I stand corrected. 18 foot-pounds. Right there. 18 foot-pounds. It's not 180. There's a decimal there. Start with the same bolt, this one, and go to 18. There we go. Go up here. Okay. Go over here. Alright. Go down here. Go over here. And go over here. Okay, there we go. 18 foot-pounds. And we're done with this. It's on there. Let's see. That one goes to throttle body. See which way is the... I think it's the throttle body. I don't know. That's got to... No, that's not it. We'll figure out. I'm getting ahead of myself, but we'll figure this out. Where everything goes. We can even put in the oil tube. Okay. Right like this, and give it a turn.